Greetings everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed, please do consider to subscribe. Today I will teach on the law on bail application or applications in South Africa. I will answer the question, what is bail? We'll look at the purpose of bail, the three types of bail, how to claim your bail money back, what if you cannot afford, and finally, what happens when bail is granted. Today, I will do a part one because there's a lot of information that I want to share on the subject. So this will be our part one. There will be part two, maybe part three as well. We will see as we progress. Now, we all know that bail is money that you pay for you to be released or for a person to be released from detention or from custody. This money is paid to the police or it's paid to the court. And this money will be paid back at a later stage, even if the accused is found guilty. They are still entitled to get their bail money back. However, there are instances where the accused person may forfeit or lose this money if at one stage they didn't come to attend court, or maybe where they broke one of the bail conditions. Because you must remember that when a person is released on bail, they are released under certain conditions, which we will discuss at a later stage in other parts of this lecture. Now, the purpose of bail or bail application is to make sure that the person, once released on bail, they should continue to attend the proceedings. They should still continue to come to court. Now, there are three types of bail. Number one, it's bail that can be issued, that can be given by a police official in terms of Section 59 of the Criminal Procedure Act. That is the first bail. The second bail is what is called prosecutor bail. Prosecutor bail is the one that is given to an accused person in terms of Section 59, capital letter A of the Criminal Procedure Act. This bail is a bail that is given or granted by a public prosecutor. But before the prosecutor issues that bail, he or she must do it in consultation with the DPP. The director of the public prosecution must authorize such a bail. And not only that, this bail must be granted by the public prosecutor in consultation with the investigating officer in the matter. And now, this bail is mostly granted when the accused person is a first offender. In other words, he's committing an offense for the first time. And at a later stage, and this is given to an accused person before they even go to court. Just like the police bail is given, a person can be arrested in the morning and he can be released in the afternoon by a police or by a prosecutor, even over the weekend. If the prosecutor is on duty or is on standby, the person can be released before they even appear in court. But now, what is important is when they appear during their first appearance, this bail, the granting of this bail, must be confirmed by a court. In that, the court must extend the bail which is already given by the prosecutor, or the court must reconsider it. So, in other words, it will be up to the court to decide whether to confirm the granting of this bail or not. Now, the third bail is the bail which is issued by the court, which we can call court bail, whereby an accused person is expected to appear before the court within 48 hours. The first appearance must be within 48 hours, with the exception of where the arrest was done over the weekend, of course. Then this person will have to wait for Monday. I also need to mention that the police bail or the prosecutor bail, it's not only offered because you are a first offender, because you can be a first offender but of a very serious crime. So one of the factors, the very important factors that are considered by a police, by a prosecutor, whether to grant this bail or not, is the seriousness or the severity of the offense. That is very important. That is a very important factor that they will consider. I will not go into details to state whether it will be a Schedule 1, a Schedule 6, or whatever schedule. They would know exactly whether this falls within their jurisdiction to grant the accused a bail or not, depending on the seriousness or the severity, of course. Now, I have mentioned that the bail money is usually paid back. Most people don't know that they can claim back their money. You can get that money as back as long as you are done with the trial, whether you are found guilty or not. You are entitled to get back your money. But as I said, you can forfeit it or you can lose it if you didn't come to court when you're expected to, or if you breached one of the conditions of your bail. Now the question is, how do you do it? How do you claim it back? At the time when the accused person was granted a bail, at the time when he paid bail money, he will be issued with a receipt. So this receipt is what will be produced to claim back your bail money. So it's very important the accused person or whoever is in possession of the receipt must not lose it. Because if you lose it, unfortunately, you may not get your bail money back. Now the question is, what happens if an accused person cannot afford to pay bail? Unfortunately, they will have to stay in custody. They will have to remain behind bars until the end of their trial. This is what we call remand detention, whereby a person is behind cells, though granted a bail, they remain behind cells because they cannot afford to pay it. So, the question is, what happens now if bail has been granted? What is the next step? What do you do? Now, bail is granted. That means that you are a free man at that moment for as long as you are still undergoing this trial. So the accused person will be expected to continue to present themselves for court proceedings, to attend to trial, Because if not, they will forfeit their bail money, as I said, and they may also be issued with a warrant of arrest. They may be issued, the accused may be issued with a warrant of arrest if they do not present themselves for trial, for court proceedings at the appropriate time. Now, what I have discussed here is briefly the law on bail application in South Africa. This is our part one rather. In our next video, I will talk to other issues that are related to the issue of bail application in South Africa. I thank you. Please, if you haven't subscribed, do consider to subscribe, like the video, comment, share the video as well. Thank you very much. God bless you. See you in our next video. Bye.